Hello and thanks very much for tuning in to Jacob's Toys. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And this video is obviously highlighting my website, jacobstoys.co.uk. And as you can see here, I've got Marvel Legends Archive, I've got the Geek Week in Review, and I've also got Behind the Toys, the interview series that I do. But we are looking at the Marvel Legends Archive in this particular video. Now, Hasbro have done these character sheets for some of the builder figures that they made, which are really useful and highlight the figures that you need and the corresponding parts that make up the builder figure. But they've only done that for a handful of their builder figures, and they've obviously got quite an extensive catalogue of builder figures. However, if you head over to my website, jacobstoys.co.uk, you'll see this is the home screen here, and there's all my social medias there as well, so do give us a follow on those. But let's have a look at the actual archive. Now, I have done a video on the full archive, so I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but here's some of the tabs and the buttons and some of the information that you can see. I've done a brief history of Marvel Legends, and I've separated into various different categories. In the actual full archive, if I actually just click on it to show you, it gives you a full archive of all the Marvel Legends that have been released. It gives you this kind of nice infographic here with all the different years, and you can just select a year. I'll do 2020 for example, and it takes you through to a page that's dedicated to that particular year of Marvel Legends, and it highlights all of the figures that came out. I've got all the figures released in that year and all the builder figures, and it shows you a nice picture of all of the figures that came out in that year as well as the builder figures, and I've separated them out into waves and sets and exclusives and stuff like that, so you can kind of get a good idea of when things came out and how to get hold of them. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to look at the actual archive, we're here to look at the builder figures. Now, as I showed you earlier, Hasbro did those nice infographics there that kind of broke it down, and so I thought it'd be really cool to have those for the entire builder figure back catalogue. So if you click on the builder figure button here that's on the archive tab, and you go down, and here we go, Marvel Legends Archive builder figure, and I've done one of those infographics for every single builder figure that's come out since Marvel Legends began back in 2002, and it goes all the way back to the Toy Biz days with the early one with Apocalypse there being the first builder figure. You just click on it and it zooms in, and here's Mojo for example, and I've just pointed out what figures make up what parts of the builder figure, and there's some really cool ones here. So there's some of the more modern ones. So here's the controller, which is obviously the more recent one that was announced recently, and I've done one for him, and I'll update these as I go, as they're released, if they don't do an official image, and I've included the official images in there as well. But then you can kind of go back and you can see some of the older builder figures, for example. So let's just take a look at which one should we have a look at? Blob, for example. Blob's a very popular one. It just shows you what figures made up what parts of Blob. And it's just cool. It's all there, it's all free to use. Jubilee, only 4 figures to make up Jubilee, but she's quite a hard one to get. All I'd say is please do use, please do share, please like, etc. Just link it back to the website if you can. That would be much appreciated, and do give me a follow on all social media. Do check out the Geek Week in Review, a weekly show that I do with Super Sorrel and Ryan Speaks Geek, and my Behind the Toys series of interviews as well. And of course, please do like, share, subscribe, and all of those things, and drop me a comment below if you found this useful. It's very much appreciated. So yeah, I hope you find this useful. Go give us a follow on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, etc. and all other social media. Do give us a like, share, subscribe, and drop some comments below. They're very much appreciated. Until next time, I'll see you soon.